Imagine waking up each morning with strong, steady, and energized legs. No more muscle weakness, no more painful cramps, and no more worrying about balance or falling. If you want to stay active, independent, and confident, the secret lies in nutrition. Today we're revealing the 7 most powerful vitamins and minerals that help keep your legs healthy, strong, and unstoppable. From improving muscle function to preserving bone density and enhancing circulation, these essential nutrients can make a tremendous difference in how you move and feel every single day. So whether you enjoy walking in the park, dancing, or simply want to stay independent longer, this video is for you. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Leave a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you may have. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the best health tips from Better with Age. Vitamin D, the foundation for strong, steady legs through the years. At age 60, 70, or even 80, many people begin to notice that their legs no longer move as freely as they once did. Each step feels slower, more effortful. Simple tasks like rising from a chair, climbing stairs, or maintaining balance on a slippery floor can suddenly become real challenges. But what few people realize is that behind this gradual decline, there's often a silent culprit, a deficiency in vitamin D. Often referred to as the sunshine vitamin, vitamin D plays a role far beyond just sun exposure. For older adults, it is not just another nutrient, it is an essential companion for protecting the legs, joints, and mobility every single day. Why are older adults often deficient in vitamin D? There are many reasons why vitamin D levels naturally decline with age. Our skin, responsible for synthesizing vitamin D when exposed to sunlight, becomes less efficient over time. On top of that, many older adults limit their time outdoors due to sensitivity to strong sunlight, mobility issues, or joint problems that make it harder to spend time outside. The result? Vitamin D deficiency becomes common and often unnoticed. How does vitamin D affect the legs? Most people associate vitamin D with calcium absorption, and that's true, but its role extends far further, especially when it comes to leg strength and stability. Vitamin D helps regulate protein synthesis in muscles, ensuring that muscle fibers function well and remain strong. In particular, it supports the maintenance of fast-twitch muscle fibers, the very fibers that allow us to react quickly, maintain balance, and prevent falls when we slip or change direction suddenly. Without these fibers, older adults are far more likely to fall, and such falls often lead to serious injuries. Vitamin D also helps reduce inflammation in muscle tissue, relieving chronic pain, especially in the legs. Many people who suffer from nighttime leg cramps or unexplained calf pain may actually be experiencing the effects of vitamin D deficiency. Furthermore, vitamin D enhances calcium absorption, helping to improve bone density and prevent osteoporosis, one of the leading causes of hip and thigh fractures after a fall in older adults. When vitamin D levels are low, it doesn't just weaken the legs, it affects the entire musculoskeletal system and overall health. Studies have shown that vitamin D deficiency increases the risk of falling, decreases motor coordination, raises the likelihood of severe bone fractures. Even more concerning, it has been linked to immune decline, a higher risk of cardiovascular disease, and even cognitive decline in the elderly. The good news? It's easy to restore vitamin D levels. There are 3 simple, effective ways to improve your vitamin D intake. 1. Sunlight exposure. Spend 15 to 30 minutes daily in morning or late afternoon sunlight, ideally exposing your arms and legs. This helps the body naturally produce vitamin D. However, remember to use sunscreen properly. It should protect your skin, but not completely block vitamin D synthesis. 2. Dietary sources. Include more dietary sources in your diet, such as fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, egg yolks, mushrooms, especially those exposed to sunlight, fortified milk and cereals. These are easy to incorporate into your daily meals. 3. Supplements. For many older adults, especially those who rarely go outside or have digestive issues, vitamin D supplements are necessary. Experts typically recommend 800 to 1,000 IU per day for maintenance. However, to ensure safe and effective dosing, it's best to get a blood test to check your current vitamin D levels and consult your doctor before starting any supplement. 2. Calcium. More than just bones, it's about movement. Calcium makes up 99% of the structure of our bones and teeth. However, the remaining 1%, though small, is incredibly important because it plays a key role in muscle contraction and nerve signal transmission. When you walk, stand up, balance, or flex your limbs, calcium is the spark that activates your entire muscular system. Without enough calcium, these movements no longer feel smooth. Your muscles may contract unpredictably, causing nighttime cramps, or you may notice your arms and legs feeling weaker or trembling during activity. Even worse, long-term calcium deficiency makes bones thinner, more brittle, and much more prone to fracture, so much so that even a slight stumble can lead to a broken hip or femur, with lasting or even permanent consequences. Bone density naturally declines with age. As we grow older, bone density naturally decreases. Bones begin losing minerals faster than the body can rebuild them. This process accelerates in postmenopausal women due to hormonal changes. But simply eating more calcium isn't enough. Older adults often absorb calcium less efficiently due to lower stomach acid, digestive issues, or a lack of vitamin D, which is essential for calcium absorption. That means if you're taking calcium without enough vitamin D, much of it might pass through your system unused, or worse, accumulate in the wrong places, like your arteries, increasing the risk of kidney stones or arterial calcification. Where can you get calcium? Calcium can be obtained from natural food sources or, if necessary, from supplements. However, the best approach is to incorporate a variety of calcium-rich foods into your daily meals, such as dairy products, milk, yogurt, and cheese. These are easily absorbed sources of calcium. Dark leafy greens like kale, spinach, and bok choy. Tofu, soybeans, almonds, rich in calcium and heart-healthy. Canned sardines or salmon with bones, packed with calcium and natural vitamin D. Calcium-fortified plant-based milks, such as almond milk and soy milk. For older adults, the recommended daily intake is about 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium, depending on gender and health conditions. It's not just about eating. Movement is essential. One important but often overlooked fact is that calcium only works when your body is active. Weight-bearing activities, such as walking, climbing stairs, sitting and standing, or light resistance training, stimulate bone regeneration, pulling calcium into the bones and increasing their density and strength. If you consume calcium but don't exercise, much of it may go unused. Or conversely, if you exercise regularly but lack calcium, your body may begin to pull calcium from your bones to supply your muscles, leading to silent bone loss. That's why it's important to build habits like walking for 30 minutes each day, taking the stairs slowly and steadily, doing simple exercises designed for older adults. These are not only effective ways to boost calcium absorption, but also a natural, cost-free strategy to prevent osteoporosis. 3. Vitamin B12, the silent connection between your brain and your legs. Have you ever felt your legs suddenly heavy when walking, or experienced a strange tingling sensation in your hands or feet, like tiny ants crawling, without knowing why? Maybe you found yourself needing to hold on to the arm of a chair just to stand up, even though that used to be easy. Many people assume this is just part of getting older, but in reality, the cause might be much simpler and quieter than you think: a vitamin B12 deficiency, a small nutrient with an enormous role in maintaining the connection between your brain and your muscles, especially in your legs. Vitamin B12, also known as cobalamin, is a water-soluble vitamin crucial for maintaining a healthy nervous system and producing red blood cells. But more than that, it serves as a vital link between the brain and the muscles, helping to transmit signals that allow your body to move with precision and balance. Put simply, when you want to stand up, your brain sends a message to your leg muscles to move. But for that message to arrive quickly and accurately, your nerves must be functioning well, and vitamin B12 is what keeps those nerves sharp, fast, and responsive. When you're deficient in B12, those signals can become interrupted, delayed, or distorted. This leads to tingling, numbness, or heaviness in the arms or legs, poor motor control and loss of balance, increased risk of falling even on flat surfaces. What's dangerous is that these symptoms often develop gradually, leading many people to mistake them for normal aging and miss the chance for proper treatment. In younger people, vitamin B12 is absorbed in the stomach, but this process requires sufficient stomach acid and a special protein called intrinsic factor. As you age, your stomach produces less acid. Many people take acid blockers or medications for acid reflux, gastritis, or ulcers for long periods. As a result, the body becomes less able to extract B12 from food, even with a nutritious diet. Additionally, many older adults consume less animal-based food, which is the main source of B12, either due to concerns about cholesterol, digestive discomfort, or changes in appetite. These combined factors make B12 deficiency common and often overlooked. B12 deficiency doesn't strike overnight. It's a slow erosion of the delicate connection between your nervous system and muscles. You may begin to notice slight tremors in your legs after standing for a while, numbness in your toes, or difficulty sensing the ground beneath you, hesitation or fear when stepping up curbs or going downstairs, or even a strange feeling that your legs no longer listen to your brain. In more severe cases, long-term B12 deficiency can cause permanent nerve damage, affecting your reflexes, coordination, and ability to move independently. The good news is that restoring vitamin B12 levels is simple, safe, and effective, especially if caught early. Common B12-rich foods include lean meats, chicken, beef, pork, fish such as salmon and tuna, shellfish, especially clams, mussels, shrimp, and crab, eggs, dairy products, and organ meats like liver, fortified plant-based milk and cereals, which are great for vegetarians. If your body has trouble absorbing B12 due to digestive issues, you may benefit from high-dose oral supplements, sublingual B12 under the tongue drops, or regular B12 injections as advised by your doctor. Vitamin B12 is considered one of the safest vitamins to supplement, since any excess is excreted through urine. In fact, many older adults report that within just a few weeks of proper B12 supplementation, they feel stronger legs, lighter, more confident steps, and improved control and balance when walking. 4. Magnesium, the silent ally that keeps your legs strong and cramp-free. You've probably experienced this before. You're sleeping soundly when suddenly a sharp cramp strikes your calf, jolting you awake, forcing you to sit up and massage the muscle until the pain subsides. Or maybe you go for a short walk and your legs already feel exhausted, something that used to be so easy. Sometimes it even feels like your legs want to contract on their own, beyond your control, and you don't know why. If any of that sounds familiar, chances are your body may be lacking magnesium, a quiet but essential mineral that plays a crucial role in keeping your muscles, nerves, and bones healthy. Magnesium acts like a silent conductor in your body's orchestra. It helps muscles contract and relax smoothly, regulates electrical signals from nerves to muscles, and prevents sudden uncontrolled spasms such as cramps or restless leg syndrome. When your body lacks magnesium, nerve signals can become overly sensitive, causing muscles to contract involuntarily. This leads to pain, fatigue, and restlessness, especially at night. Many people suffer from frequent nighttime cramps without realizing that simply restoring magnesium levels could significantly improve both sleep quality and physical comfort. Magnesium does more than help your muscles. Beyond muscle function, magnesium also plays important roles in maintaining bone density. It helps transport calcium to the bones properly, preventing calcium buildup in the wrong places, like joints or arteries, which can cause stiffness or pain. Reducing inflammation in muscles and joints, easing soreness and aiding recovery after physical activity. Promoting relaxation and better sleep. Magnesium calms the nervous system, helping you fall asleep more easily and stay in deep, restful sleep, something essential for restoring energy, especially in older adults. Many people are surprised to discover that after supplementing with magnesium, not only do they experience fewer cramps, but they also feel more relaxed, sleep better, and wake up with less leg heaviness and fatigue in the morning. There are three main reasons why magnesium deficiency is common among seniors, yet often goes unnoticed. 1. Regular medication use, especially diuretics, blood pressure medications, and proton pump inhibitors for stomach issues, all of which can deplete magnesium levels in the body. 2. Poor diet, low in vegetables and seeds. Diets lacking in leafy greens, seeds, or whole foods fail to provide adequate magnesium. 3. Chronic stress. Stress causes the body to use more magnesium. The more exhausted you feel, the more likely you're burning through your magnesium stores, creating a downward spiral that weakens the body over time. The encouraging part is that you can easily boost your magnesium levels through your everyday diet. Great magnesium-rich foods include pumpkin seeds, just a small handful delivers an impressive amount of magnesium. Almonds, cashews, sunflower seeds, heart-healthy and nourishing for muscles. Spinach, Swiss chard, and other dark leafy greens, excellent natural sources of magnesium. Black beans, green beans, red beans offer both plant-based protein and magnesium. Avocados, not only delicious but great for both nerve and muscle health. However, if your diet is irregular or you're taking medications that impair absorption, you may need magnesium supplements. In that case, magnesium citrate and magnesium glycinate are two of the best absorbed forms and are generally well tolerated, especially for older adults. Supplement dosage should always follow the recommendations of a healthcare professional, particularly if you have chronic conditions such as kidney disease, diabetes, or if you're on long-term medication. Restoring magnesium isn't just about reducing cramps. It's about reclaiming your energy, your sleep, and your ability to move freely each day. Number 5. Potassium, the mineral that keeps every step steady. Have you ever experienced your legs suddenly cramping in the middle of the night? Or your knees trembling after standing for too long? Your calves aching as if you had walked for miles, even though it was just a short distance? If these sensations have become familiar, the cause may not be your age, but a quiet yet essential mineral, potassium. In older adults, potassium acts like a messenger between the brain and muscles. When you want to walk, stand up, or sit down, those actions begin as signals sent from your brain through the nervous system. Potassium is the electric current that ensures those signals are transmitted smoothly and precisely. A condition known as hypokalemia, low potassium levels in the blood, can lead to noticeable symptoms: leg cramps, especially at night, a feeling of shakiness or instability when standing for extended periods, slow reflexes, weak muscle contractions, and unsteady steps, fatigue after light activity. These issues are not just uncomfortable, they significantly increase the risk of falling, which is one of the greatest dangers for older adults. A minor fall can result in a fractured hip, femur, or wrist, leading to months of treatment and rehabilitation, and sometimes even permanent loss of independence. One lesser-known benefit of potassium is its ability to preserve bone density by neutralizing excess acid in the body. When your diet is high in acid-forming foods like meat and low in vegetables, your body compensates by pulling calcium from the bones to restore pH balance, leading to weaker, thinner bones. Potassium from fruits and vegetables naturally neutralizes acid, helping to retain calcium in the bones and keep your skeletal structure strong, especially important for seniors who are more vulnerable to osteoporosis. Fortunately, potassium is found in many familiar, easy-to-eat foods. Some of the best sources include bananas, a classic potassium-rich food, with about 400 to 450 milligrams per fruit. Sweet potatoes, rich in potassium, fiber, and vitamin A. Avocados, a great source of potassium and heart-healthy fats. Oranges and orange juice supply potassium, vitamin C, and antioxidants. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are excellent natural sources. Beans and legumes, such as lentils, black beans, and white beans, offer potassium, fiber, and blood sugar support. Even a baked potato with the skin can provide more potassium than a banana. According to nutritional guidelines, adults should aim for 2,600 milligrams per day for women and 3,400 milligrams per day for men. However, many seniors don't meet these levels, especially if they eat few fruits and vegetables, take diuretics, blood pressure medications, or long-term laxatives, all of which increase potassium loss through urine. Certain health conditions, such as kidney disease, diabetes, or digestive disorders, can interfere with potassium absorption or retention. If you frequently experience leg cramps, feel weak, shaky, or notice slowed reflexes, it's a good idea to speak with your doctor. A simple blood test can determine your current potassium levels. In many cases, just increasing your intake of potassium-rich foods is enough. But if supplementation is needed, your doctor may prescribe potassium tablets. This must be done with caution and regular monitoring, especially if you have kidney issues. Important note: do not take potassium supplements on your own. Excess potassium can lead to heart rhythm problems and other serious complications. Always consult a healthcare professional. 6. Vitamin K, the quiet key to strong bones and flexible joints. You might be taking calcium supplements every day. You might be getting sunlight to increase your vitamin D levels, but if, after a while, your bones still feel weak, your joints remain stiff, and walking isn't as smooth as it used to be, there's a chance you're missing a silent yet essential nutrient, vitamin K. For middle-aged and older adults, protecting bones and joints isn't just about getting enough calcium, it's about making sure that calcium goes to the right place. And that's exactly the vital role of vitamin K. Think of vitamin K as your body's traffic coordinator. While calcium is the building material for bones, vitamin K acts as the guide, ensuring calcium is delivered to your bones, not left to wander and deposit in harmful areas like artery walls, leading to calcification and increased risk of heart disease. Joints, knees, hips, causing stiffness, pain, and reduced mobility. Thanks to vitamin K, calcium is properly directed into bones, keeping them strong and also helping joints stay smooth and mobile, which is especially important for older adults striving to maintain independent movement. Vitamin K doesn't just move calcium to your bones, it also activates a special protein called osteocalcin, which binds calcium tightly into bone tissue. This creates a dense, resilient, and fracture-resistant bone structure. Without enough vitamin K, osteocalcin remains inactive, unable to properly hold calcium in place. Even if you consume plenty of calcium, your bones can still become thin, brittle, and prone to breaking. This is particularly concerning for older adults as bone loss naturally accelerates with age. Ensuring osteocalcin is fully active can significantly reduce the risk of fractures from falls, which often result in long-term complications or even loss of independence. Vitamin K also helps reduce joint inflammation, especially in areas like the knees, which are commonly affected by age-related wear and tear. Studies show that people with adequate vitamin K levels are less likely to experience stiffness or pain when moving and tend to maintain better flexibility. In addition to bone and joint support, vitamin K helps regulate intracellular calcium, which enhances coordination between muscles and bones. This contributes to improved balance, reduced risk of falls, and greater stability during movement. Vitamin K comes in two key forms. Vitamin K1, found in dark green leafy vegetables such as spinach, kale, colored greens, Brussels sprouts, and bok choy. Vitamin K2, found in fermented foods like natto, fermented soybeans, sauerkraut, aged cheeses. Vitamin K2 is particularly important because it stays in the body longer and is more effective at directing calcium into bones and away from arteries. For better absorption, it's recommended to consume vitamin K along with healthy fats such as olive oil, avocado, or sesame oil, since vitamin K is fat-soluble. Vitamin K plays a role in blood clotting, so if you're taking anticoagulant medications like warfarin, do not supplement with vitamin K on your own. Sudden changes in vitamin K intake can interfere with the drug's effectiveness and safety. In this case, you should consult your healthcare provider or a specialist. Maintain a consistent daily intake of vitamin K, avoiding fluctuations. Notify your doctor about any dietary changes or new supplements. 7. Vitamin B6, the silent source of energy for flexible legs and a stable nervous system. As we age, certain changes happen in the body quietly but noticeably. Tasks that once felt effortless, like standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or walking a short distance, can now leave you feeling tired, slow to recover, or even off balance. At times you may feel tingling or numbness in your limbs, or like your legs no longer listen to you. Many assume this is just aging, but in reality, a deficiency in vitamin B6, a tiny yet essential nutrient, may be the real reason behind these changes. Also known as pyridoxine, vitamin B6 is a water-soluble vitamin that plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy nervous system, supporting muscle repair after physical activity, helping the body produce red blood cells, which carry oxygen to nourish muscles and tissues. In other words, vitamin B6 is like a backstage coordinator, ensuring that the brain sends accurate signals to the muscles, that the body quickly repairs muscle damage, and that every muscle cell gets the oxygen it needs to function well. When your body lacks B6, it struggles to transmit nerve signals, produce energy, and recover from exertion. This can lead to symptoms such as tingling or numbness in the hands or feet, difficulty maintaining balance or feeling unsteady, muscle fatigue or slow recovery after walking or exercising, heaviness or reduced endurance in the legs, even with light activity. Many people mistake these symptoms for aging or degenerative conditions, but sometimes they're your body's gentle cry for more vitamin B6. Another key benefit of B6 is its role in regulating inflammation, especially in muscle tissue. If you've ever experienced morning muscle stiffness, persistent soreness after mild activities, or difficulty recovering from gardening, walking, or light exercise, it might be due to low B6 levels. This vitamin helps reduce inflammation, ease muscle discomfort, increase flexibility, and support smoother movement, particularly important for older adults whose joints and soft tissues may not be as supple as they once were. Thankfully, vitamin B6 is present in many familiar and tasty foods that can easily be incorporated into your daily meals. Skinless chicken breast, a rich source of B6. Salmon and tuna, good for the heart and packed with B6. Bananas, a healthy snack that aids digestion and supplies natural B6. Potatoes with skin, high in energy and nutrients. Chickpeas, excellent for heart, digestion, and nerve health. Whole grain cereals fortified with B6, convenient for breakfast. These foods can be steamed, baked, grilled, or added to soups, stews, and salads. By maintaining a balanced and varied diet, you can provide your body with a steady, natural source of B6 every day. Vitamin B6 requirements vary with age and gender, but for older adults, around 1.5 milligrams per day for women, 1.7 milligrams per day for men. In most cases, a nutritious diet is enough to meet these needs. However, you may require supplementation if you have digestive issues that impair nutrient absorption, strict dietary restrictions, or take medications that interfere with vitamin absorption, such as antidepressants, TB medication, or arthritis drugs. In such cases, a doctor may recommend vitamin B6 supplements to ensure adequate intake. However, the instructions toss the car into the ash can and leave the scene, leaving law enforcement to unravel what happened. If you found this video helpful, please remember to hit the like button. It truly helps us bring you more valuable content. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts, questions, or what topics you'd like us to cover next. We love hearing from you. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest health tips and insights. Stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.